Hello everyone and welcome to a best of 5 series between Lierrey and Cloud. Over on the right side we have Lierrey playing as the Malay, and on the bottom we have Cloud playing as the Malians. This is the King of the Desert tournament, a tournament hosted by Mem. I'll put a link to his channel on the top right here so you can watch all the games of this tournament on his channel. He's casted literally every single one of them. And this is a tournament in which all the pro players are a part of. There's some good money on the line in a single elimination and a best of 5. And players are allowed to choose 5 civilizations, the 5 strongest Arabian civilizations, and ban 2 other civilizations. So a total of 4 civilizations are banned. You get to pick the next strongest 10. In this game, we're going to have, again, Cloud playing as the Malay and the Lierrey. Lierrey playing as... Oh my god. Cloud playing as the Malians and Lierrey playing as the Malay. And I just have to say I love these colors. Green and teal are just so much better than blue and red. Blue and red's old. So over on the top side we have Lierrey. Lierrey, the young kid, the Micromaster. You can come up with all kinds of terrible nicknames that no one will ever hear again. But he's a very fast player. A somewhat aggressive player. He's got awesome crossbow micro, and he's been a part of a lot of the escape gaming tournaments, so he's the real deal. Cloud is a player that's been around for a long time. As you can see, he's from Taiwan. Always been on that kind of second level era, but certainly a very formidable player, and he's played the game for quite a long time. Let's take a quick look at the players' maps. Over on the left side of Cloud's base, gold, stone forward, gold forward on a hill. Hard to get saturation on that. Nice back stone and back wood though. So the biggest problem for Cloud is going to be this forward gold this game. For Lierrey, forward gold, double forward gold, forward berries. Left wood line looks pretty safe, stone looks pretty safe, so both players with a safe wood and safe stone. However, their golds are pretty exposed. So, pretty aggressive Arabia map, I must say. Both these civilizations pretty good at rushing. That's why you pick these civilizations on Arabia. Let's talk about some of the early rushes that some of these civilizations can excel at. The Malay, pretty good men-at-arms rush. The way their bonus stacks up, it just works out pretty well for men-at-arms. Can't go scout rush, of course. So I expect to see that out of Lierrey. Malians also pretty good men-at-arms rush. Saving extra wood on their buildings to get that gold upgrade right away. So certainly those things help to sustain the men-at-arms rush, and as well, this men-at-arms will have a +1 armor on them, making it harder for your opponent to transition to archers to counter your men-at-arms rush. And this is a pretty interesting civ matchup. I think the Malians are definitely a little bit stronger of a civilization, but if you play the Malay perfect and you get that uptime, you know, perfectly, and you use that bonus to the fullest of its potential, that is one of the strongest bonuses in the game. It's also one of the strongest bonuses one of the easiest bonuses to mess up. So we'll have to see how that works out for Lierrey. But I think the Malay can be a potentially much stronger civilization as players get used to playing them. Here comes the first boar of Lierrey. And barracks going up early from Cloud. Man, are we going to see... No, we're going to see men-at-arms. It's not that early. I was thinking maybe we see a Dark Age rush. But not this time. What I'd kill for just a standard Dark Age rush. Amount of times they've told my my clients to go for Dark Age rushes, and now we're seeing men-at-arms rushes so often. Both players coming up the barracks, and players will be up to the next age shortly. There we go, 2 on gold for Cloud. He's going to begin militia production very shortly as soon as he clicks up to the next age. He's going to go up on the classic men-at-arms, 22 population up. Bear in mind, he's also saved a little bit of wood on his buildings, which is nice for him. Oh, that was ugly. And here he goes, 22 population up. Militia should be popping out at any time soon. Now, what's more interesting is, of course, Lierrey. Now, if I was Lierrey, I'd go maybe 24 pop, 2 pop up higher than you normally go. Maybe an extra 3 pop. Gonna lure in a single deer. Let's check his scouting information. He's found exactly what he needs to find of Cloud's base. You really don't need to find too much more of that base. That's the important stuff. 2 wood lines, a gold. And let's see, feudal age for Lierrey on 25 population. And let's see if men-at-arms are going to pop out from him. 2 villages going into gold. A little bit late on the gold, I must say, and they're going to build a gold mine in this odd position. Further away from the town center position. And let's see if these men-at-arms come out. Free militia already moving out across the map. And where the hell are those militia? Because Cloud is almost here. No, instead Lierrey just gonna wall in his villagers. The weakness of the melee units. Oh my god, that's in a very precarious position. Militias are moving. Militias are moving. Oh, what are you doing, Cloud? No! Why'd you go right? Why'd you go right? Ah! Oh, that was a bit disappointing. Missed opportunity from Cloud, just simple misclicks. They cost you these things. However, the men-at-arms will be able to delay the archer ranges. As you can see, all the villagers focused on repairing when they should be building. A little bit of good damage from Cloud. This is a significant investment, though. 3 militia and the men-at-arms upgrade. Not to mention what you have to do at home to sustain men-at-arms. We have 4 farms already up. No archer range. Well, there's the first archer range, actually. I'm not sure if that men-at-arms upgrade is quite worth it. Anytime you go men-at-arms, you definitely want to do some damage. He's going to be able to wall the left side of his base. He's made a nice base for himself. He may, in the future, want to place a tower on this mining camp, which is really the only reason I think he wants to make the mining camp in this kind of odd position. Archer skirmisher combo coming out from Lierrey. Oh my god, it's been open this whole time. What? What? Let's hope Cloud can get a villager kill here. Why do I hope that? Because I like to see men-at-arms. They're one of my favorite units. Not gonna get the villager kill though. I gotta say, I think the men-at-arms are worth it. Especially with killing the archer. With the amount of worry they've caused Lierrey, and the amount of reaction that they've caused him. Back at Cloud's base though, only on a single archery range. It's really hard to say because Cloud has to invest more heavily into farms, which means he doesn't have a second archery range up yet. So right now, military count 2 ahead for Lierrey, and Lierrey will continue to get ahead with that extra archery range. Lierrey should be feeling that he's safe to move out pretty soon. I like the way Lierrey's constructed his base. Now, Lierrey could have potentially built his walls over here, however, he knows his opponent's making archers. Might as well give yourself a little more breathing room. Those archers want to do a little bit of raiding. Heavy skirmisher mix for Lierrey. Big mistake from Cloud, though. Patrol is a mistake on its own, but let's take a look at Cloud's point of view. Cloud knows that Lierrey has been on 2 archery ranges for some time, and Cloud has to know that he's at an army disadvantage. Or at least if he thinks about it. You don't think about these things all the time when you play. But you have to know that you're at an army disadvantage. You don't want to be sending your army haphazardly right into those archery ranges. Things like that lose your army and eventually lose you the game. Now Cloud is quite a bit behind in archer production in archer range unit production, so he's going to focus more heavily on skirmishers. And he's fine with the single villager on gold. He's not really going to worry about it too much. Looking for that hole there. I have no idea what Lierrey's doing. I think he's looking for the hole, but yeah, if you're trying to attack your opponent, don't run to the side of their buildings where they can clearly see you at the bottom of the hill. That's almost always a bad thing. Armor upgrade already done for Lierrey. And he's going to take that hill too. Those two in combination are really, it's really a strong combination. Hill advantage plus 1 armor. And Lierrey only getting Horse Collar now, though. He's forgotten that upgrade. Now, if you're Lierrey, Lierrey's really going really heavily into skirmishers. I don't know if he wants to start transitioning a few more villages over to gold, but he's going to be on skirmishers for a while. Even if he wants to make archers, he needs to put 7 on gold for double archer range, archer production. So he's going to be on skirmishers for a while. Lierrey's going to know this. He's going to continue to make skirmishers, I bet, but this opens up Lierrey if he wants to do some sort of knight or elephant transition. One of the nice things, though, for Cloud, though, the Malay get probably the worst Castle Age knights in the game, so Cloud's not too worried about that knight transition. He's kind of okay with making those skirmishers. Although he definitely won't win this fight without that armor. In fact, I don't know what Cloud's really doing right here, losing his army. The armor upgrade for the skirmisher is very, very important. And that was a big fight for Lierrey, because what that means for Lierrey is that Lierrey can continue with skirmisher production. And not worry too much. Lierrey's going to sell some resources. Cloud's about ready to go up to the next age. Lierrey is nowhere near, actually. Well, he's not that far away, but not that close either. Maybe liking the gold. He's only got a single 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 villages on gold. And Cloud's going to be up to the next age first. Military count 22 to 17. So more units in this area for Lierrey. Those are archers. Again, another late horse collar from Cloud. Just try to get that upgrade as soon as possible. And Cloud's going to do it. He's going to transition into double stables. And that makes a lot of sense. So many skirmishes in the mix for Lierrey. Lierrey does not have that luxury without that +2 armor, though, to transition to knights, I feel. But that's definitely one of the weaknesses of the Malay. Nice runner, though, from Lierrey. As you can see, all the bolts pretty much missing. But still, I feel that Cloud is kind of overextending. What Cloud should be doing, though, he should be targeting down all the archers. Because the archers are the only thing that's going to do damage to knights. And let's see how that archer transition turns out. Lierrey actually being the first to get up to the next stage due to his civilization bonus. He's going up the stable, though. 1 stable +1 knights, not going to be very effective. And this is what I love to see, the battle elephant. Now, the best way to use battle elephants, in my opinion, get up to the next stage sooner, which the Malay are good at. Build just a few battle elephants, and do your best with that. Don't invest too heavily. Keep making all your other archer range units, but just build a few battle elephants. Force your opponent to make that monastery. And don't get too countered too hard once the monks come in. And right now, Cloud has no idea that this elephant is going to be here. And you want to keep this a secret as long as possible. Now, elephants are much better aggressively than defensively because they're so damn slow. So, At the very least, this will prevent Cloud from moving in too much. Cloud's not going to be able to get past these guys. And the Knights have seen the battle elephants now. And Cloud's going to have to go back for now, allowing Lierrey to get his second town center up and Siege Workshop in a decent position. God, the miss micro of this game, just units patrolling everywhere. What you need for the battle elephants to be really effective, though, is going to be that husbandry upgrade. And immediately, Monastery coming up from Cloud. I think if you're smart, if you're Lierrey, just stop making battle elephants right now, because those monks will be out pretty shortly. Or have some great micro with your crossbows. Either one. Alright, I'm interested to see how well these elephants do. Villager count 50 versus 47. It's pretty close. Take a look. 2 town centers out from each player. Gold is getting pretty crowded over there. Gold's nice for Lierrey, though. Lierrey's economy is working a little bit smoother. Probably worth it to get that husbandry upgrade for the elephants, as mentioned previously. Here comes the Mangano. So we have elephants, crossbows, skirmishers, versus knights, camels, skirmishers, and monks. Alright, here we go. Chain barding armor for the cavalry. And it's all about the micro in this situation. The Megano can get a great shot on the skirmishes. That was a decent one. There's really nothing to stop the archers. There's not enough camels and knights to stop the archers. All right, let's see if the monks get enough Wololos. They're gonna get two elephants, leaving 3 to 2 elephants now. Bear in mind, though, having a single elephant advantage is a huge advantage with the stats that these guys have. Both monks will go down, having served their purpose. Nice hill advantage from Cloud, though. And Cloud is going to take that fight. Nice fight from Cloud. That's why you don't overinvest into battle elephants. They're counted so hard by monks. However, I don't think any way that Lierrey should have taken that engagement. A lot of poor choices as far as engagements taken this game. Lierrey's reaction to losing most of his army is going to be 2 more archery ranges. What Cloud should do at this stage, forward Siege Workshop, should be the best thing now. I like green and teal, are you kidding me? It's awesome. Oh, I was gonna say, there's no mill right there. That would have been even better than nobody farms. Just put all the farms right there and no mill. 3 town centers out from Cloud. It's actually far behind in the villager count. Still only 2 from Lierrey. And I don't think these crossbows have ballistics yet, so they're not really that deadly. Boy, that elephant's gonna soak up a lot of town center fire. Both those elephants. Skirmishers can soak up arrow fire. Oh boy, this game's interesting. 20 villager advantage for Lierrey, but this is gonna be a lot of damage coming in from Cloud. Both these town centers gonna be idle. You can park those battle elephants under the town center. They'll keep the town center idle for some time. No way to scout these skirmishers. There's no way you can micro against that. Skirmish is going to be too tough. And the knight can go ahead and do some damage also. This is going to be an awesome raid for Cloud. So at this stage, Cloud up 300 points. Still pumping knights. This whole forward area. I don't know if Lierrey's going to be able to come back here. His resources are getting stretched very thin. Next, going to go for the Mangano once again. Lierrey, big thing for Lierrey, Lierrey's not taking any gold right now. Whatever gold he's going to have to get is going to have to be from the market. God, this is so important if you could save this Mega now. Wow. And there you go, late Siege Workshop. That Siege Workshop should have been up earlier. And Lierrey is going to be able to defend that. How much damage has been done? Hard to say. Still 20 villager advantage from Lierrey. Let's take a look at the resource difference, though. Now, Lierrey's villagers have about 20 villagers that have been idle for quite a few minutes. But on the other hand, his economy is working nice and smooth. Look at how many farms that Cloud has currently. Cloud is only 10 villagers behind now, and you can see his villager numbers just going up really quickly. Gonna put some on stone. He's thinking about a castle in the future. So is Lierrey. Lierrey has far fewer farms. Gonna be a lost Mega now. Not sure if you can get this one. Try to repair the Mega now. Nah, not gonna happen. That ballistics upgrade is really crucial, though. Why? Why? Why doesn't Lierrey just wall this off? I don't understand that. You never leave yourself open. It's looking more and more so like Cloud's game. This raid should have just never happened, though. No way that should have happened. Lierrey's selling a lot of resources. His gold miners are idle once again. I think this is just going to be way too much now. Lierrey's economy has been idle for far too long. He's not able to replenish the army that he needs. His army's not that strong, but if you can get that early Arbalest upgrade, everything changes. The question really is, can he afford it, and how many Arbalests will he have to upgrade? And how long before Cloud gets his upgrades in also? Right now, 20 villager advantage from Cloud, the opposite as it was from 10 minutes ago. Cloud can go now move out to his other golds. And, oh boy, you know your opponent's serious when they're massing rams. And it makes sense. Take out the single town center and keep control of these golds and it's GG. Now, if Lierrey had another gold in another position that wasn't forward, all of this aggression would have been as effective. You're able to access that gold. Here comes the Arbalest upgrade, though. No Bracer. Yeah, there we go. Bracer coming in now. Those are the two big ones. Yep. Cloud's gonna move in for now. Arbalest will be done by the time this engagement happens if the Knights do want to move in. However, at the same time, so much of Lierrey's economy is idle right now. Alright, let's see what these Arbalests can do. Cloud just needs to keep Lierrey off of gold and busy for as long as possible before he gets up to the next stage. And this is a heavy investment for the Rams. This is a heavy investment. This timing is just wrong, though. These Rams should have been in about a minute or two before that Arbalest upgrade kicked in. And again, that Siege Workshop should have been earlier. This whole push should have been earlier. Good strategy, wrong timing. Let's see if this town center goes down. And you definitely have to predict that with the melee bonus. Okay, town center goes down. Not the biggest deal in the world. You can just rebuild it. And now let's see what kind of damage that Lierrey could do. Where is Cloud on going up to the next stage? He invested a lot into those Rams, a lot into those Knights. Oh! Oh, no. Almost. Almost. Cloud can click him right now. That castle might save his ass, though. Keep you some map control. Make the Arbalest walk around. HD path, he's gonna screw Lierrey. He should have went around the south. That castle will definitely go up. What Lierrey has to do, he needs to make this villager bonus, this villager difference much smaller. And Lierrey, you gotta do some damage, man. We have the gold on the left, big target. Gold's on the right, huge target. You should be hitting both at the same time, I feel. And without those upgrades on the skirmishers, the Arbalest should win this fight pretty easy. Let's see how many Arbalests can be taken out. No, take that fight, take the fight. Micro it a little bit, but take that fight. No, he's gonna go back to this one, lose the Arbalest for now. Gonna play the later game. Still getting rated at this gold, there's no reason for that. Jesus. I think Cloud's got this game in the bag. Cloud's defended for as long as he needs. Pretty soon he's going to have his Imperial upgrades in. The Arbalest's not going to look so scary anymore. And a large part of that is that castle. The castle forces the Arbalest to move around to the left side. Skirmishers were in a good position on top of the hill. And just Lierrey not choosing to move around to the right side. Alright, really tough game for Lierrey now. Let's see what upgrades can come in. It's 27 military versus 34. Only elite skirmishers for Cloud. What units are you going to back this up with? He's got a lot of food, a lot of resources. Capdram's got to be a must. Trebuchet's got to be a must. Potentially Cavalier. The thing is with Cavalier... Oh, wait, okay, it's definitely going to be Cavalier, but you got to add a little more military buildings. Nice raid. A little bit too late, though. Alright, here we go. Conscription. Come on, give me something else. Come on. Chemistry, okay. Where are those upgrades? There's, oh, it's got 2 markets, actually. Why does he have 2 markets? Well, it's hurting for gold now. Ah, this is where he's focused. Yeah, not gonna be too successful. Those rams will go down to Arbalest fire eventually. At the very least, it'll cost Lierrey quite a bit of stone to rebuild this. Villager number 85 to 120 currently. Where are the... Okay, finally plate barding armor, that's something. Trebuchet's coming out. Still waiting for that Cavalier upgrade, the Bracer upgrade. Yeah, Castle half dead is better than Castle down. I'll take a half dead Castle any day. And Castle to help protect this gold. Is begging a Trebuchet war, but Cloud is ahead in the Trebuchet count, 2-0. A pretty safe castle to make, in my opinion. And Cloud should have this game. Just play safely, mass up your army. When the Arbalest poke out too far, come in with your Cavalier. And now the castle's full dead. Unfortunately, I think Lierrey might have been thinking about a Karambit transition. As I mentioned before, I think Karambit's pretty OP. Not gonna happen in this game. Alright, here we go. Cavalier, +4 armor done. +5 attack coming in. For a total of +7. Castle's gonna do its job. This is Cloud's game to lose. Unpack the Trebs, move them up a little bit further. And just keep Lierrey off of this 3rd gold. Lierrey's looking for other golds around the map. He's secured this gold on the right side. Secured is a very loose term. no reason to take an engagement right now. That's what you have your trebuchets for. Make your opponent take the engagement. Cat Ram's gonna be the finishing touch. Elite Karambit Warrior is actually being done. You can't make that many Karambit Warriors from one castle, though. You make a lot, but not enough. There we go. Trebuchet coming forward. This gold mine's inaccessible. This gold mine's inaccessible. A little bit of a waste of skirmishers, I must say. But Lierrey can't take that gold, which is good. It's going to be a waste of Cavalier now. Gonna take what you can get. Move back. What are you doing, Lierrey? What are you doing? Jesus. Why do that? Why do that if you're ahead? You never want to take bad fights. You don't have to. Sometimes you can take bad fights if you're ahead, because it'll just put your opponent further behind, but that wasn't that fight. That was just a bad fight. That was horrible. The thing is, Lierrey's army is one-dimensional, though. You know, Cloud can spam skirmishers all day long. And Lierrey can keep throwing Arbalest into skirmishers. What do you want to do with Arbalest? Once you win a big fight, you want to go raid with Arbalest. They're pretty good at killing villagers. Can't really do that if your opponent's just throwing skirmishers at you. You need a mixed army composition. What do you need for a mixed army composition? You need an economy, because mixed army compositions are pretty expensive. What does Lierrey not have? He doesn't have an economy. He doesn't have a castle. Doesn't have his gold. He wasn't able to mine out his main gold this game. Pretty rare. We take down a single trebuchet. We have another trebuchet remaining, though. And Lierrey can move forward with some more Arbalest, but... Question is this going to be the trebuchet that ends the game? Doesn't look like it's going to be the trebuchet, but... Not looking too good. It's going to raid that gold. Keep that gold to himself. Unfortunately, Cloud's not... This is what happens when you don't take great army. Don't take great fights. You still have all these Arbalest left over, even though they've done, you know, even though they've racked up so many kills. Lierrey's just gonna call it GG, though. He's not able to get out of this corner, and if you're not able to do that, you're not able to win the game. The positioning advantage is for Cloud. Cloud will eventually, even if he keeps his opponent right here, Cloud will eventually have the economy to start raiding at the sides. We'll be able to take over this gold, outlast his opponent. Siege Rams might come in a little later on in the game, and it's going to be GG. Overall, theme for this game, take better army, take better fights. This was a game of bad fights. And we'll leave it at that. I'll see you in game 2.